Building is teamwork, and it takes the effort of some special people performing different roles to bring a building to reality. There are 7 experts you should know about, and their roles in building to help your understanding of how construction works. They are the land surveyors, the architects, the engineers, the quantity surveyors, the builders, the town planners, and the estate surveyors. Are you wondering how they all come together to make a building work? Keep watching. The first professional you get in contact with is the land surveyor. A land surveyor deals with the measurement of distances and angles between points on Earth's surface that are specific using special technology and equipment. Land surveying is integral to land development, the planning, the designing, even to the final stages of construction, and its utilities and landscaping. A land surveyor is the first expert to make contact with in construction because his skills and expertise is needed to measure and map out the land. The measurement captures streams, bridges, streets, and so on around the surveyed location, allowing the architect to understand the landscape and to know what to design. The engineer then makes the right structure for the building to take place. Now, you may ask, what is the use or the uses of land surveying? For planning and estimating new engineering projects like water supply, like irrigation schemes, mines, roads, and so on. So what are the importance of land surveying? The first necessity is to know the borders of the land so that you don't cause dispute. You know, sometimes in the past, when you ask our parents, where is our land up to, they'll say, up to that tree that is far there, or maybe by the river. You don't need that when you are doing land surveying. This time around, with a proper point and coordinates given to a land surveyor, they will be able to map out the land, and this will eliminate disputes. Another use of land surveying is for planning and estimating new engineering projects like water supply, irrigation schemes like mines, railroads, bridges, transmission lines, and buildings. And you know, surveying is actually required. There are other importance of surveying. The first necessity in surveying is to prepare a plan and a section of an area to be covered by the project. From these prepared maps and sections, the best possible alignment and amount of earthwork to be used and other necessary details, depending upon the nature of the project, can be calculated. During execution of a project of any magnitude, it is constructed along the lines and points established by surveying. The next professional I will be meeting is the architect. An architect is a licensed professional who oversees the planning, designing, the construction of a building. It is a creative responsibility of an architect, from the ideas of the client to create a concept, formulate usable spaces, manage the spaces, and execute the construction from inception to the realization stage. The creative process is subject to revision by the client until the desired design meets the standards. The importance of architecture. Architecture exists to create a physical environment in which people live, but architecture is more than just the built environment. It is also a part of our culture. It stands as maybe a representation of how we see ourselves as well as how we see the world. The next professional we'll be meeting is the engineer. In construction terms, an engineer is a professional that handles the construction, the planning, designing, and the general management of an infrastructure such as railroads, buildings, residential buildings, facilities, and so on. Before the implementation of a building plan and design, of course, an engineer inspects and makes sure that they match standard, and also they pay attention to electrical, structural, mechanical, and other engineering aspects of a construction project. The next professional we'll be meeting is quantity surveyor. A quantity surveyor in the industry is a professional with a great knowledge of construction cost and contracts. A quantity surveyor is responsible for handling management of contracts and financial aspects of a construction project and claims and dispute management preparation if there is any, and also prepare the bill of quantity and other details. If you're watching for the first time, thank you for joining us. I bet you didn't know that it takes a team of experts to ensure that construction project goes well from start to finish. Do you think that out of the mentioned experts, one can work without the other and still get the job done properly? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. The next expert we'll be talking about is the builder. A builder is a construction worker who builds, repairs, renovates buildings. His duty is to comply with the safety measures by wearing and using safety equipment while ensuring that the construction site is safe. Based on specialization, a builder can work in a commercial, residential, or even an industrial sector. The importance of having a builder on your site, they help you translate your dream from paper to the ground. As a reality, you now see it coming to pass. They combine the art and science of building to become a fact. They make it convenient and help you manage your resources and your time. The next professional we'll be meeting is the town planner. A town planner pays attention to how land will be used to ensure that the economic, social, and environmental needs of the people living in that community are met. A town planner prioritizes and assesses the development needs of the people around, focusing on how resources in the community can benefit everyone. They help you manage the plan of the land and make sure that people enjoy their stay together in the community. The final professional we'll be meeting is the estate surveyor. The estate surveyor and valuer is trained in the art and science of estate management to direct and supervise an interest in landed properties with the sole aim of obtaining minimum returns for the owners of such properties. An estate surveyor has an important role to play in the well-being of the people and the overall development of the society at large. The roles of an estate surveyor include maintenance of public infrastructure and assets. They also act as land economists for infrastructural development schemes. They also act as arbitrators during land disputes. They are also professional property consultation experts, and they share their expertise and give people advice on how to manage their property. They help to identify and establish the operative lifespan and the renewal of component parts that make up such public infrastructure and assets. They carry out continuous renovation and remedial works on some of the infrastructure and component parts that require minor or early repairs before they affect other parts of such assets and facilities. I hope you now have a better understanding of how the land surveyor, architects, engineers, the quantity surveyors, the builders, the town planners, and estate surveyor differ in their roles, yet they need one another to ensure that the building project comes to a successful end. Thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please do so on the link below. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Property Doctor NG and on Twitter at Property Doc NG. Bye!